Hello, and thank you for joining me again. This is the Ultimate After Show, my recap of the Ultimate Fighter Season 24 that comes on Wednesday nights. This is kind of just my take on it. So this week we had the number 2 seed Yanni Sherbetoff versus the number 15 seed Eric Shelton. Both of these guys, super quick, fast, explosive fighters. Um, Sherbetoff is Russian, but he fights out of Canada. Um, Eric Shelton is American, USA. He's fighting out of Illinois. Both of these guys really fast and explosive. I will say, both of these guys have a lot of kids. Sherbetoff has 3 kids. Eric Shelton's 25 and he has 4 kids. So I just want to speak on the pressure of not only winning a fight. I mean, there's a lot of pressure to just win the fight, but these guys have added pressure of all these people and all their family members, behind them, because they got to think, hey, if I don't win this fight, I'm not going to be able to provide for my family. So you can imagine the amount of pressure that these guys go through, and to get there and to win. So I'm sure it's tough. That's why they call it tough. First round was really, really close. They started out, filling each other out. They had a lot of respect for each other. Like I said, they're very fast. Their leg kicks came out of nowhere, so they had to be on guard all the time because one leg kick get through, a head kick, you're out. But Sherbetov, I think he had the better of the grappling. He took Shelton down a few times, but Shelton didn't stay down. He popped right back up. Even, he reversed Sherbetov, and he even got a takedown of his own. But the first round was very close. I didn't really even know how to score it. If push come to shove, I think maybe I would have given it to Sherbetov, even though I think Shelton got the better of the striking exchanges. But it was, like I said, it was so even. I really wouldn't know how to score the first round. And the second round, they came out much the same. They were exchanging. I think, like I said, Eric Shelton, I think he had the better of the exchanges, but Sherbetov got it to the ground. And you could tell he was visibly tired, I think, from all the grappling exchanges and the forcing the takedowns. He was the one shooting for takedowns. The only time Shelton got a takedown, I think, was just off of a reversal, and then got back up and retook him down in the exchange. Shelton reversed it, and he was on top of Yanni Sherbetov. Sherbetov got back to his feet, but then he gave his back to Shelton, and they were standing, and Shelton had his back, and he did this really slick move where he just kind of like hopped on his back, but he pulled him to the ground, and it was a wrap after that because you could tell. I mean, he was so quick when he did it. I mean, he just kind of bunny hopped on him, grabbed him, pulled him to the ground, and then his neck was exposed immediately. He grabbed his neck. And, Sherbetov's tough, man. He fought to the end. He didn't even tap. He gave it his all. I mean, I think he was just too tired to even try to, escape or put two hands on one. But he went out, went to sleep, and Eric Shelton went on to win the fight. But, these seeds, they don't mean anything. 2 versus 15. This one seemed to be one of the closest fights, so far. So far this season, man, all fights have ended, in finishes. None of them have gone to the judges, which is amazing. So these fighters do really well. Look for some more good fights out of this season. I would like to talk about the coaches. I think the coaches are doing a good job, you know what I mean? I don't feel like they're holding back with the fighters because you got to think it's a little different because these guys are in your weight class and they're going to fight the champion, or somebody's going to fight the champion and possibly become the champion, and you might have to fight them down the road, or even these guys, probably some of them will get in the UFC and you might have to meet them someday in the cage. So I think the coaches have done a good job not holding back and really, respecting and treating these guys well and trying to prepare them well for, their current opponent or DJ. They even had film session of their respective fights with Mighty Mouse. Cejudo showed his team his loss, and so did Benavidez. He showed his team both of his losses to Mighty Mouse, and kind of explained his mindset and what he think had happened. So, I thought it was really cool by the coaches to do that and to share their experience. I really like Cejudo's coaching style. I think he's really into visualization. He even asked some of the guys, how are you gonna beat Mighty Mouse? How are you gonna beat Mighty Mouse? He wanted to verbalize it, because sometimes when you verbalize it, you visualize it and you believe it. So I really thought that was cool by him. Benavidez is doing a good job too. You could tell he was really invested in this fight, in his fighter. You could tell what it seemed like, he was really on edge when they were fighting. So far, it's a good season. I really am enjoying it, and I hope you guys enjoy it too. Please tell me what you guys think about the fights in the comment section below. Which fighters you're looking forward to seeing go on. What do you think about the coaches? So it started out the first episode or two, they were kind of trying to have beef with each other, but I think that's kind of since subsided. So I've heard that there is already leaked who the winner of the tournament is. I haven't seen anything online. It's probably out there. It's hard to keep a secret. But regardless, I think, it's still an interesting season to watch. Really good fights. If you don't like the the build up to the fight, what in the house and stuff, just record it and fast forward to the fights, because the fights are really what matters, and they've been really well. So thank you for watching. I appreciate everybody that watches. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. If you know somebody that might like this video, please share it with them. It helps. Appreciate all the views. Thanks again. Until next week.